to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos with the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I load a new video. And if you could also comment, like, and share, that would be amazing. Now, I always laugh when I say the share part because there's quite a few videos that I would get that wrong and say subscribe, and then I'd have to redo. And so, yeah, every time I think of that, it makes me laugh. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, this is my July 2019 planner lineup. And when I get into this, you're probably going to think it's a little funny, but these are the planners that I will be using for the conceivable future. And I know there's a couple of videos that I said that I'm only using 2 planners, and I suppose that's actually still correct. And let me tell you why. Because, well, all right, let me just show you. So this is my budget planner. This is my recipe planner, and I do need to do some more videos regarding this because I actually did have a lot of fun, and I think this is gorgeous. This is my Happy Niche for both personal planning and social media and tracking. This is my common journal, and this is my Happy Planner, Happy Niche, MIDI, cousin, Happy Niche, Happy Planner, Hobonichi Teisho inspired planner. That was really hard. Now, you may not notice a common theme, but the common theme amongst all of these items here is that I've made every single one of these. There is no store-bought planner here. One, because I actually don't do that kind of planning anymore. All the type of planning I do is here in my Happy Niche. But 2, until recently, getting classic size Happy Notes or getting classic or any sized Happy Notes where I could then start off at the same point that most people start off was just not a thing. So I've made my covers out of placemats and file folders. This is a Happy Planner cover that I cut down. This is a traveler's notebook cover that I had made for something else that I cut down. I had the rings, I had the paper, I had the stickers, and I made all of these things myself. So these aren't things you're going to see anyone else have, but these are the things that I will be utilizing, as I said, as of July on. Now, this one may seem a little familiar if you have been watching my channel for a few weeks now. This is my commonplace journal. Now, this isn't so much of a planner, so I guess it's not really a planner light-up, but that's what I'm going to call it. And then here, I just every week, at least, I come in here and I talk about, or I write something that's inspirational to me, or I look for a quote that really speaks to me, and I just go from there. And so this is something that I do use at least once a week, and that's why it's in this lineup. I don't plan in here, but it does help me with the other things, because usually I'm doing this before I start my filming every weekend, just to get me in a better frame of mind. This is the Happy Niche MIDI. I do have a video on this, so I will link that below. I have one on this, so I will link that below. And this is my version of the Hobonichi Teisho, where it is done in a daily style. Now, I still need to do a video on how I put this together. It is on my to-do list, guys. Thank you so much for being patient. But what I did, for May, I did the whole calendar, and then I was doing just a daily kind of tracker where I track what I was doing for the day, some of my thoughts, and just things. And then it got really busy, as it does towards the end of the month. I also messed up my days. So it goes from the 24th to the 25th, the 28th, and then the 27th, because the way I was working on my paper, I messed it up. And then I didn't finish out the month. I started June. I didn't do the monthly overview because I don't actually use it. I wanted it to be pretty, but it's not functional, so I didn't do it again. I started this up on the 23rd. And then again, I am going back to tracking my time, sort of, and then just doing some doodling and some journaling. And this, if I don't get to every night, then I do try to get to like every other day, just because it is sort of, I'm not planning anything, but I am sort of memory keeping, time tracking, and just getting things out of my head, and just doodling. It's quite relaxing. And when I do work on this, it is usually one of the last things I do before I go to bed. So I do have a few more days here left in June. And then I will start July in here. And I will only put date dots on here for a few days at a time, just in case I get super busy. I don't want to waste the page. And it does not bother me at all that it skips like this, because this isn't supposed to stress me out. This is supposed to help give me some reflection and some calm. And so if I can't get to it, I can't get to it. And because it is something that I've made, then if I only have a few days at a time, or if I'm putting, a date dot down, or just a number dot really, and then doing it on a daily basis, that's perfectly fine as well. Because again, I like coming to this, and I know as it gets more full of reflections and journalings and doodles, it'll make me happy to go through. But this is my Happy Nietzsche MIDI. This is my actual Happy Nietzsche, and this is my on-the-go planner. I will be changing out this and the divider. Well, no, that's the cover. I will be changing that out probably in another video. But this is where I keep my planner section. So this is where I do my weekly planning. I don't actually work on the monthly planner in this section, so I don't know if I'm going to carry this forward because it looks cute. Well, no, I might, because of things like this. Yeah, so, and I haven't set up July, that's why I'm still thinking about it. This page definitely will go away. I'm not going to do a goals or currently page. I don't use it, and it's not working for me. I do have a section for social media and business. Now this monthly overview, actually this is the 4-month at a glance, but I will be doing monthly overviews in this section because this is how I map out what I'm going to be doing by way of video and blogs. And that gives me an entire bird's eye view of what's done, what's coming up, and then also it helps me figure out what's going to happen for the next month. And in this section, I don't do weekly planning like I do in my weekly planning section. This is, I've got bunches of things that I'm tracking: Etsy, blog, Pinterest, YouTube, Happy Nietzsche Facebook group, Instagram, and Facebook, and then my stats. And this is just sort of a landing place for me to look at this, put things here, as well as put things down that I've actually done. And so this section does look a little bit different than your normal planning section. For me, as of right now, this works. It doesn't make sense for me to have a planning section like right here and then also rewrite it, 10 pages later. So this is just a landing spot for particular items because this planner section is for everything. It's for work, it's for home, it's for personal, and it's for all of my social media and business. So, this can be anything, but this truly is only social media and business. I do have a tracker section, and I need to work on that, but if I have extra time, I'm usually working on something for my shop. I don't usually work on things for myself, and that is something I need to work on, so that will happen. This is a section that I have for ideas, and when I do start doing commonplace journaling in my Happy Nietzsche, this is the section it's going to go. And this is where I keep some bill payment and important information. So this is actually my only planner in the traditional sense that there's monthly and weekly things, but this is my on-the-go everything. And this is the recipe planner that I made. I found these food-related stickers in my stash, so yay. And I've only actually done one recipe plan with me, and it was this one here. I will link that video below. I actually have lots of ideas and pictures to correspond when I'm doing the video, but what's holding me up is the blog post, because I do want you to be able to print the recipe if you're interested. But that might be, well, no, I'm going to continue to do that way, because I will fall behind by doing videos, and I'll just have a bunch of blog posts that may never happen. So that's why this hasn't come into play since that first video. And then this is my DIY budget planner, where I've taken discs and divider sheets that typically go in a binder. This is a file folder with some Happy Planner stickers, Happy Planner paper, calendar from a wall calendar system, and then Erin Condren paper, because I love the quality of Erin Condren paper, but I hate the coil. So I just put this all together one afternoon, and this is my budget planner. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know that I'm gonna buy another Erin Condren, because even though I like the paper, it is rather expensive to rip something out. But I will be making another budget planner at the end of the year, and I will source components that are probably very similar to this, and either I will use printables that I am making myself, or I will use just Happy Planner paper, which I have. So there is that. So that's my planner lineup. It's not super sexy in the way that, people have got the Wrong and the Homestead and the Gem One and the academic planners. But these, I think, are going to really work for my style. And for the conceivable future, I don't plan on changing it. If anything, I'll need to make another one of these, just so that I can migrate old months out and have room for new months. This one can expand for a little bit more, so this one I should be able to keep. And then eventually I'll make multiples. Same with this. I do want to keep it to be able to reflect on, and I like flipping through, and I love seeing writing on a page. I love seeing my writing on a page, but I just love seeing people's writing on pages. And I know people sometimes struggle with their handwriting because they just don't like it, but I love it. I love seeing that people are putting thoughts to paper. I don't know why that's so exciting to me, but it is. And it isn't about how stylish it is, and it isn't how perfect it is. It's basically, it's a part of you. And that's, I think, because I guess my whole thought is we can all use the same stickers, right? So let's say you have I think this is Simply Lovely sticker book, and you make the exact same layout and you put the stickers in the exact same place, right? Once you put your handwriting down, this is uniquely yours. Everything else could match exactly to someone else or a group of people or thousands of people. But until you put your writing down, it isn't really yours. And that's what I love. I love that we can inspire each other by layouts, and we can inspire each other by, ooh, I didn't know that was a sticker book, or ooh, I didn't know that's where that was. But now this is mine. So no matter who else may want to or be inspired by this, ours is going to still look a little different, because my writing is different and my doodles are different, and just it's different. And that's what I love, that we are part of a community, and yet we are still unique in this bigger community. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think that's why I really love just seeing pen to paper. I love it. I'm never going to be a no white space person, just because I love that there is room for me to journal. If I had to choose between journaling or writing down lists and putting stickers down, I'm going to choose the journaling every single time, just because I love how that looks. Love it. And as always, guys, aloha.